welcome to the Joyful Findings Show this beautiful February 17th of 2023. Hello, hello, hello. I see there's a few of you out there already, Richard and Barbara, and I think I saw Joyce click in over on Facebook. I saw the notification on my Facebook or on my phone. I don't see it up in my comments yet, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, it is Friday already. Can you believe it? It seems like Friday gets here faster and faster every week, doesn't it? It's like we're just hauling booty right through everything. So how are you all doing this week? How are you feeling? What do you got going on? The energy's been kind of like, woo, there's been lots of, I feel like I've been like, I'm not sure how I've been. I don't have the exact words that I want to explain at this particular moment, but we'll figure that out as we move forward, okay? So I'm grateful that you guys are here. And I just want to send out a loving vibration and a loving feeling to all the people out there that connect now and that connect later. I want you to all know that I feel you, I honor you, and thank you for being you, okay? No matter what you've gone through in this lifetime, thank you for being you. Thank you for enduring what you've gone through to get us to this point. Thank you for being involved in this time and in this place. God sent all down his beautiful, beautiful beings of light and energy and these souls that are inside these bodies. He sent us down here for this time in this place. Because if you think about it, you have all been through this in one way, shape, form, or another. Okay, whether you recall it from past lives or whatever, it feels like we've been stuck in this loop. I've talked about this before. And actually, we can't really see the painting from here, but I do have it up there. We've been stuck in this loop, right? We've been stuck in it, and we're finally breaking free from this loop that's been going on for so many years, more than we can count, more than our physical can count. Because everything's adjusted. That whole time thing just screws us up. But anyways, you guys, I just want you to know how amazing you are and that I love each and every one of you. And again, thank you for everything that you've endured to get you to this point. Everything that you've had to learn, everything that you've had to experience, just everything. I want to thank you for that. And you guys are bringing on the heat already. I can feel it. All right, so I know you guys, there's more people out there that are watching than they're letting on. I'm starting to feel your energies pull in right now. So thank you for being here and bringing your energy into this circle this evening. Amazing things are taking place on many different levels. Maybe some we cannot see, some we can see. So I want you guys to all feel into that in this very moment. Quantum Blast, thank you for joining us. Ruth is here. Thank you. And Richard is here. And Barbara, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Quantum Blast, for being here. You were on my mind earlier today, so I was sending out bunches of healing towards you. I hope you're feeling much better these days. But anyways, here we are in this time and in this place. And we're all connecting on so many different levels. It doesn't matter if we're sitting on different continents or different planets, right? Because a lot of us are not from here originally. But that's a whole other story for a whole other day. We're dealing with the bodies that we are in now so that we can move forward with much more grace and love in our hearts and create much more peace here on this earth plane, right? Because that's what we're all here for. We've all wanted to experience what peace feels like. And it seems like they always try to throw roadblocks in front of us or detours to get us from not going in that direction, right? We're being tested on every level. We're being tested on our faith, our spirituality, who we give our trust to, who we give our security to. We are being tested on so many levels, my friends. So many levels, right? It's hard to explain all those levels. Hello, Robin. So glad you could be here as well. I'm so glad you guys are all here. It was funny because when we first popped on, there wasn't a bunch of you out there already today. So I appreciate you guys all being here. Again, I want to say that I appreciate each and every one of you, everything that you've experienced, everything that you are experienced, and all that you are tapping into to know that is your truth. Okay, because I know a lot of you are tapping in to your truth, the messages, the animals, whatever it is that is showing up for you right now is helping you down this path, down this journey for your enlightenment, right? Because you need to be enlightened, okay? Each of you need to be enlightened, okay? Because it's like we've all been dimmed, right? We've all been dimmed down. I see, I wish I had more props in this room right here. Because if you could see like a lantern, imagine this is like the lantern, and this is like, you know, this is the flame right here. This is my blue flame. We're going to use blue because that's the color I have right now. So just imagine this is a lantern and this is a blue flame. Well, they've been allowing us to be lit, right? But we've only been able to see very, very small bits of our flame. The more we've experienced, the more that we get to experience, and then we're totally lit, right? We're going to be lit. So you guys are enlightened, right? So that's lit up, right? Because you're getting into your truth, you're tapping into your knowledge, you're tapping into all of your abilities. We're pulling back all of the layers, okay, that we've been covered up with. We've been covered up with so much crap. And we're like finally getting it all off. We're feeling lighter. Our bodies might be going through some physical changes. We're feeling a lot of different things in a lot of different ways. So I just want you guys to be aware of what's going on and be in tune with what's going on with your body. Okay. They want you to be in tune. And we're already going to start changing up the energy, my friends. So we're kicking out the old and only leaving the new here. Okay. Jesus, you guys, we're bringing all that energy through. Okay. So, and a lot of energy has been changing through the day. So I don't know what's going on today, but there's a lot of things going on like in Mother Earth. And, you know, and when I, that's funny because when I just did that last burp, they showed me like the earthquake. So it's kind of like Mother Earth is kind of going through the same thing right now. Okay. And some of these things are natural and some of them are not, depending on where you're getting your information. But again, tapping in and sending out love to all across the lands. And it doesn't, and go through the lands. Okay. I need you to go through the layers of the earth, right? Because everything lives in a different layer of this earth, right? Everything, even those that have been most hitting. Thank you, Maureen, for watching over on Rumble. Thank you. And if you guys are over there on Rumble, don't be afraid to say hello out there. But anyways, the different layers, there's so much that lives within this earth, right? Through the layers of the earth, right? Just think about it. Even our fossil fuels come from all these different layers being compressed, and whatever happens, Mother Earth knows exactly what to do. Okay, it's we that have to learn what we need to do on this part. Okay, and we're going to send out more love. We're going to be more compassionate. You know what I mean? And I feel like more people are getting into like growing a lot more of their own vegetables. I'm seeing a lot more of that. I feel like communities are going to be helping each other in that way, in that shape, in that form. And I know some of you out there have some farms. I don't know if you're connected in right now, but you're doing a great service out there. So please keep that up. You know, and it brings me back to like when my father retired, right? And he moved us to Maine. All right, he moved us. I was a city girl, and he moved us out into the country. And boy, didn't that make me mad, because I was not a country girl. I did not want to be a country girl, but boy, I learned how to be a country girl. I learned how to take care of animals. I learned how to plant gardens. I learned how to work really hard on the land. Okay, that's something that my father taught me by moving me out of the city, because the city life is easy, just so you know. But the country life's not so easy. Boop, boop, boop. X22 flare from the sun today. Yeah, I bet there was. No wonder I was feeling all that extra energy. Woo! But anyways, we are going through and we've had to learn through different things, right? And through that, and there's lots of farmers markets. So you're going to be utilizing more of the people that are selling their wares, right? Because it's about keeping our money local again, right? And not feeding the big box stores, right? So it's about getting from your local and helping your community, because that's what it's all about. They took us away from that a long time ago, right? So it's about getting back into helping each other. That's why when there's a farmer's market, I try to go see who's selling what, because everybody is an artist. They're selling their hummus, or they're selling something that they decide is their favorite thing to sell to people. So a lot of you, yeah, I'm a country girl. It never leaves me. Yeah, I know. But I had to learn that after I was a city girl at first. But now I talk about if I could throw a bale of hay, I'd probably fall over. You know what I mean? I don't even think I could pick it up. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But it makes you very strong. When you work the land, you're strong in a whole different way, just so you know. You're stronger in so many more different ways because it's a natural thing, because you have to do it on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Whether you go to the gym and you work out, certain muscles or whatever, it's just not the same as, working all your muscles when you work farm work. But anyways, thank you, Devin, for being here. I knew you were going to be here this evening. I could feel it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we're helping each other in that way. Okay. So if you see a farmer's market or you see a flea market, know that those people are out there trying to make a living so that they can, so they can live their joy. That's what it is about, helping everybody live their joy. Just like me, I'm living my joy by having this show right now, talking to all of you. And all of you out there are supporting me by just being here. Not even the tips and the donations, but just being here is support for me. Okay, so I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Kelly says you're grounded to the earth. Yes, I do have some things that ground me to the earth. I do love the earth, and I've been getting out there and touching my plants and getting ready for spring. I'm starting to get that, going. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be feeling that out there as well. Way cool, way cool. So what else would I like to share with you guys? That there's all of that going on, because you remember all these old structures. I've been talking about this for years. I know, excited for episode 177. It cracked me up because today's the 17th too. So it just cracked me up when I saw that. Yes, can you believe it? I've had 177 shows, you guys. Woo! All right. And that was 14, 15, which adds up to 6, which is family. Woo! And you guys are my family. So thank you, Dia, for pointing that out. I appreciate you for being here as well. But as I've said, and I've been talking about this since 2020, where all these old structures are falling. They're imploding on themselves. They're starting to show themselves for what they really are, and no longer can be hidden from us. The truth can no longer be hidden from us unless we allow it. Okay. And I think most of you listening right now are not allowing that at all. You're like, I want to see the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And that way, so help me God, so I can move forward. Okay. So we're all connecting into this truth, right? And as I've said, 2020 was about getting our clear vision, right? And a lot of us really stepped up to the plate. My main message that year was to have courage, because there was a lot of fear mongering and things being thrown at us in every way, shape, and form. But they wanted me to stay true to myself, right? And to my soul self. And that's where the information came from. That's where I was told to have that courage, right? And I was kind of reminded of that again today, because that church that I always talk about, that always has some good sayings that I drive out by, this week said, be not afraid. Okay, be not afraid. Hello, Cheyenne. So glad you could be here. You and hubby Brown must be here. Yay. Okay. So you guys, be not afraid of anything, right? Because fear is that thing that kind of like eats at us. It's like that, that monster in the closet that we're afraid of. And some of those things are truly made to be made up. Okay, so we're stepping outside of that. We're creating our joy. We're creating our happiness, and we're supporting our guys that live in our community, right? We're starting to really find out who those people are in our community and who those are that we can help, right? We're connecting in with the small businesses. We're doing what we can to help the little guys step it up and getting away from, again, big box stores, okay, and big box anything, okay? We're stepping out of that and we're creating new, right? Because as these old structures fall, and they're falling, I can see them, and I'm seeing them more with my eyes closed because we're not able to see everything yet. You know what I mean? But it's like what if you're able to sense and to feel your divine knowing, okay, you can see that these old structures are falling and imploding. And we are building up this new, because we're building up out of love. We're building up out of, we're not building out of greed, and we're not building out of ego, right? We're building up out of trust, compassion, and faith, right? Because those are the things that are going to lead us back to God. And that reminds me, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but have you seen that revival that's been going on in Kentucky? And I believe it's starting to spread now, where all these college kids are getting together and they're praising up to God and Jesus. And that just shows you that those people are finding their faith, right? They're finding I'm getting all lit up as I say that. They're finding their faith. So that's so amazing. So I'm so happy, because you do not have to find that in a church, right? But it helps if you all come together and empower that, because church has been corrupted in its own way, shape, and forms. Because, all these churches have all this big, I swear to God, I drive around Sarasota and all the churches have like this prime property, huge pieces of land. You know what I mean? That would be zillions of dollars. And those of you living in Sarasota understand what I'm talking about. I mean, they have some prime property, don't they? But they don't help their communities like they should. If they do, they help them very little, when it should be more about helping your community. But that's a whole other talk for another day, because that's also another structure that's going to fall in place. Because it's about us connecting to source, right? It's about us connecting to God. It's about us connecting in with the Christ consciousness, so that we can create more of that joy and this happiness in this world. And really the coming of Christ. Because even I had a chat with someone today, and she's like, oh my God, I read Revelations and this is what I feel like is happening right now. So yes, if you've read that, this is kind of what is happening right now, but it's all good, because there's going to be the day that we all wake up and things are going to be so much better for all of us. Okay. It's going to be unlike what we can recall in our memories. Okay. Because I see it as kind of like we go to sleep a little bit and we wake up and we're like, whoa, what happened? You know what I mean? It's like when you take a nap during the day and you wake up and you're like, what day is it? I don't know. But you kind of get your clarity back after that. So just know that everything's supposed to fall into place exactly the way it's supposed to. And you're supposed to be the creator of your joy. So if you're doing your passion, working your magic, doing exactly what it is that you are to bring joy or bring to awareness or to be of service to people, then you're doing the right thing if you're following your joy. Okay, that's the most important thing. Following your joy and truth, right? But don't do that out of ego and greed, because that's the opposite. We've already been there, done that. Okay, we need to be humble people. We need to be humble. I don't know who needs to hear that. Humble. Someone, they want to say, keep saying that word and they want me to write it. So there's someone that needs to hear that today. So you amazing beings of light are having a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous Friday night. I'm glad you guys are here. I see more of you are popping in here. Hello, Jackie. I see Joyce is out there, and Jackie and Kelly. I'm just going to run through y'all. Hello, Carol Ann. So glad you could be here. And Ruth and Richard and Dia and Cheyenne and Richard, you guys, and Marsha. Feng Shui My Spaces out there. I think I hit y'all. Stephen from Quantum Blast. Woo! All right. So I think I got about all of you. I'm so glad you guys are here and a part of this energy. So in the comments, I want questions tonight. I want questions. So if you have a question that's been on your mind, I would love to hear about it. Okay. I want to hear about this question so that I can answer that this evening. Cullen's here too. Yay. Hello, Cullen. Thank you for saving that little kitty. You guys are good people. Good people. Very good people. I'm getting lots of information for all of you this evening. You guys, I want you guys. Okay, so this is going to be fun tonight. We're going to play fun games tonight. So I want all of you. How do I want to word this? Okay. I want all of you to tap in, and I want you guys to feel. I'm feeling a lot of energy going on in the crown and your third eye area. Okay, everybody. So, and I'm getting it in the ears, right? So I'm getting it in the ears as well. So I'm getting that you guys can sense, know, and hear a lot of things tonight. So as this show proceeds through till the 9 o'clock hour, I want you guys to share any visions, any thoughts that you feel that are inspiring to yourself and to others. I want you guys to tap in and use something you have not used or trusted yet. Okay. So I want you guys to tap in and feel into this. Okay. And see what you guys are feeling, hearing, seeing, whatever it is. And I just want to point this out. Okay, because I see my beautiful friend out there, and eagles have been coming up a lot for them and their family this week. So I want to talk about the eagle for a minute. Okay, I want to talk about the eagle. The eagle, for one, is the beautiful American bird, right? We're all little eagles. But I also want to talk about a dream that my friend had, another friend had, about eagles. So this is no surprise, okay? So I hope you guys don't mind that I'm talking about y'all. But anyways, I'm not going to say who you guys are. So I had this one friend who reached out to me about eagles being in their lives. And I love eagles because they're so spiritual. They're so able to see so much. Eagles can fly the highest, right? They give you a different perspective. They are able to see everything around them, okay? And then I had a beautiful conversation with my beautiful friend, not even moments later after this conversation of eagles. It just shows you how this all falls together, okay? And she had a dream that we were all eagles and we were all meeting in the sky. Okay, so we had all these people meeting in the circle in these eagles. We're all eagles and we're all flying up. So we're all getting that 40,000 foot view from the sky. Eagles can see everything, my friends. They can see the littlest thing move across. Have you ever seen them come down and actually like swoop down and get their prey? It's crazy. I love it. I haven't seen any yet this year, but I know I will with this conversation that we're having. They will be showing up for me as well because I normally see them in the spring. Okay, so the eagles. And then the eagles we're all meeting in the sky. So imagine you guys are all an eagle right now. All right, and you guys, we're all meeting in the sky. We're meeting very, very high in the sky, and then we all work as one. Right? Because God has created that, right? God has created each and every one of us, right? That is awesome. So I just want you guys to know that when we start having conversations with each other, and one thing leads into another. So don't be afraid to talk about anything that you have going on in your life. It's going to help you free them up. Okay. And then it's going to help someone else remember something else. And then it's going to lead the conversation down a different avenue to help you uncover more. Okay. I just want you guys to pay attention to that. Okay. Woo! Cheyenne says, I have no control over what I tap into that. That's okay. You don't have to have control. Just tap in. Someone, Richard said someone, I'm not sure what that word is. Me after seeing me after a drunkard tonight. I'm not sure what that means, Richard. Someone fill me in on that one. Robin says the eagle has been showing up a lot lately. Wow. See, there they are. And Cheyenne says they're right over our house. They are. So they are over your house. That's beautiful. I wonder if they have a nest close by, because usually this is when they're nesting right now. And they'll be going out to get their prey and stuff. Because I feel like they come here and they nest and then they take off, which is so crazy. Richard met someone recognize him. Oh, beautiful. Okay, beautiful. I'm glad someone recognized you, Richard. Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, so the eagles are showing up. So just know that the animals are also your clues. Okay, whether it's you're walking down the street and somebody has a dog that walks in front of you. The dog means something. Okay, you may not know what it means in that moment. All right, that's fine. You know what I mean? But even that, or the birds, especially here in Florida, we have tons of birds. You know, the ibises show up. I've had the robins hanging out at my house. I've had the pigeons hanging out. You know, they're all hanging out. You know what I mean? So just be at peace with that. And then look up the spiritual meaning of whatever said bird or animal is and see what resonates with you. And sometimes you have to move around and switch around to see which one really resonates with you. Because sometimes people just talk to talk. So you have to use what resonates with you. Okay. Resonates with you. Joy says, my daughter sent me a picture of 2 eagles in a tree over her reservoir near her. See, more eagles are showing up. More eagles. Can't make this stuff up. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. I love that. I love that. So I want you guys to be soaring eagles. I want you all to be an eagle this week. Eagle. That's the sign of freedom too, right? Because we can fly higher than anything else. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to fly really, really high this week in your eagle spirit. Okay. I want you guys to really tap into that. Okay. And know that you can see things from far away. You have a very good perspective when you are in that zone, right? Because you're up here and you're looking at everything that's down here. Okay. So I want you guys to all tap into that. You guys are amazing beings of light. I love you guys. I know, and the eagle doesn't want to go away either. He's like hanging out. I feel like I have one standing like right here on my desk right here, and he's like, here I am. So if you guys are getting a message from me from this eagle that's sitting here on my desk, let me know what it is. Robin says, I have dreams of flying all the time. You are welcome, Richard. Woohoo. And Marsha, I'm sorry you got kicked off Facebook or YouTube. And she says she's watching over there on, she says she's watching on Rumble, but she can't comment there because she says no one ever sees the things there. Woo woo. All right. So there's that. Marsha hasn't learned how to use that yet. I don't think I know how to use it yet either. So don't feel bad. All right. Yes, wind beneath my wings. Everybody is ready to take flight. Every single one of you are being kicked out of your nests. You better learn how to fly or you're falling to the ground. So you will take flight. It's like mama kicking you out of the nest so that you can learn how to fly. Okay, my friends? Boo-boo. Yes, it's time to fly. Fly, fly, fly to freedom, my friends. Because it's getting hot on the ground, so we want to get up off the ground. It's too dense down there in the 3D land. You know what I'm saying? So we want to be above that. All right, so this would be a great time to have a word from my sponsor. So if any of you are interested in having Feng Shui done, have a chart done for your house or for your office, so that you have the perfect layout for you to create the abundance and the happiness and the joy in your life, check out Marsha Morse's Feng Shui My Space. Thank you, guys. Awesome. You guys definitely check that out for your home, your office. You know, even if you just want to do it for one room of your house just to see if it makes a difference, it would be amazing. So check out Feng Shui My Space. Marsha, thank you for being a sponsor for my show. I love and appreciate you. So now we can get into the time of the last 30 minutes. I feel like I'll be giving some messages. If you guys feel like tipping and donating tonight, you guys can do that through Super Chats. You can do that through Rumble Rants, and you guys can also do that through my Venmo. So I thank you guys for that very much. Not necessary, but very appreciated. All right. So let's see where we're at today. So I see Quantum Bass has a question for me. And let's see. And that's the first question I see this evening. So Stephen, let's see if I can tap in and find out who are the Octorians towards you. Now, let's see, because when I first read that, when it came up on the screen, I got like you were a distant cousin. So I don't know exactly what that means yet, but somehow we're all related on many different things, right? So here's the thing. Even if you come from a different planet or you feel like you have a connection to somewhere, a planet, that planet was also created by God. I say, okay, so we actually go back. When I connect into our sources of things, right? Because that could be like an aspect of us, right? Because we have aspects of ourselves as too. It's hard to explain. But we're very fractal. Okay. We're very fractal. There's different pieces and parts of us. Okay. So how do I want to word all this now that I'm going all fractal on you guys? How crazy is that? But anyways, so we all come from God. We come from source. So we all come out and then we choose these different places that we're going to come from. And some of those we choose as our home planets, right? Because we feel most comfortable there or whatever. So I feel like they still want us to use the word distant cousin to the Octorians. Okay. Because I feel like you're combined. I feel like they might have been the Syrians and the Octorians. There was someone that interbred and there was all that. So there's like this cousin thing going on. So you're in the family, just so you know. But they want you to tap into that and much more, right? Because that keeps you limited. So they're like expansion outside of that. And I feel like you're going through a lot of stuff right here. So I'm sending a lot of love into the heart chakra area. So there's balance, there's love, there's joy. And there's understanding going on for you, Stephen. So I'm going to leave that for you. Thank you, Quantum Blast, for that beautiful question. I hope that answered some of that for you. Beep, beep, beep. All right. No one else has asked me a question yet. So no one wants messages this evening. What? How did that happen? You guys are all watching and you don't want messages? How does this happen? How does this happen? You just want to hear me talk tonight, don't you? Just want to hear me chit chat. Beep, beep, beep. All right. Jackie says, my niece Rhonda has had major trauma in the past 7 months. Will she be okay? All right. Let's see. Rhonda. Let me write her name. Rhonda. She is going to be okay. She has to make some different choices for herself. She needs to get away from the trauma and the drama, and she needs to refocus on positivity. Okay. She needs more positive things in her life. And she needs to get outside of whatever rut she's in. But yeah, she's going to be okay. She just needs to change some perspectives that she has going on moving forward. So I'm going to leave that with you, Jackie. Thank you for asking that question. Boop, boop. Oh, Robert did make a donation. I totally missed that. Robert, where is it? Oh, there it is. They hit it. I see that, Robert. Sorry, you're first, Robert, but I just skipped over you. All right, Robert, I'll go to you next. Robert, sorry I missed that super chat. My bad. All right, Robert. This is so Robert. Okay, so Robert, I don't know if you have horses in your life or you need a horse in your life or you just need horse energy in your life. But as soon as I wrote your name and I heard like the neigh of a horse, like it was standing right next to me and just neighed in my ear. Okay, so I feel like you have this horse energy that's coming up for you. So I want you to look up the spiritual meaning of horse. And I want you to use which one resonates with you. Okay. So I want you to read a couple different websites as you're looking to see which one resonates with you. Okay. Because I feel like there's a lot of this horse energy, and horses can be in the wild as well, right? Running free, being all powerful, you know, because they're all full of muscle. You know what I mean? So just know that you are gearing up for the next journey, part of your journey. And I feel like you have this horse energy that's joining you. So they want you to tap into the horse energy. So I'm going to leave that with you, Robert. Thank you. Maybe you're going to be that shaman riding off on your horse. That'd be kind of cool, right? Woo! All right. Let's see. All right, you guys are jumping in there now. All right. So I just did that and that. All right, Ruth would love a message. Sure, Ruth. Ruth Saltman. What's going on in your world? Girl, you busy, busy, busy. You're always busy, busy, busy. You're like a little bee. Busy bee. Oh, and you also have this as I just said that, you have this southern lady coming through for you. So I don't know who this is for you, Ruth. I feel like there's a lot of southern accent people that are coming forward and like they're trying to chit chat with you. So I almost feel like there's like this I'm going to call them a group of grannies that are all like having this really good time and they're like including you in this. So I feel like I feel like these are people that you know. I know you're from up north, but I feel like there's this timeline of your life where you are with these like Southern belles kind of ladies, you know what I mean? And they were like the grandma types. And you know what? They kind of like gossip and they talk kind of like they remind me of the ones that live in the city and they're like talking from their balconies about, you know, that person walking down the street or whatever. So I don't know what this all means for you, but there's a lot of people that are trying to get through and give you some information. So I'm going to leave that with you, Ruth. Very confusing, but I'm going to leave that with you. That's so fun. I get Southern and then I get like the Italian ladies up in Boston, like talking out of their little brownstones, you know? So there's a lot of things going on for you there, Ruth. So I'm going to leave that with you. All right. And Goldylocks, thanks for reminding me of that because I totally spaced it. All right, Richard, we're moving down the line. It's going to be Richard, Joyce, and then Cheyenne. Okay. And Maureen just paid me I'm going to jump to Maureen first and she donated to me. And then I'll go back to Richard. All right, Maureen, thank you so much for my donation over on Rumble. I appreciate you. All right, Maureen, let's see what I got for you. Maureen, I see you with a cup of tea. I see you relaxing. I think I told you this recently that you needed like a vacation. So I see you taking some time off. I see you either doing a staycation or you're going somewhere where you can just sit with your cup of tea, look out the window, whatever that is. Maureen says, I'm tired of being alone. Will I meet a knight in shining armor? Yes, but you have to get out of where you are, okay? Because he is not there. He is not there, okay? This is why I feel like you need to go on vacation. He could be on the plane. He could be on the bus. He could be at the hotel that you're staying at. He could be in the restaurant. But I can tell you right now, he's not in your town, okay? That's what I feel. I feel like this man is outside of your radius. Okay, so that means you have to step outside of your radius. And I feel like you're staying tight in your bubble. So I'm saying jump outside that bubble and take a darn vacation. Okay, woo! Take a vacation. All right, so I'm going to leave that with you, Maureen. Just know that he's out there. You just have to get outside of your radius. Okay, whatever that is. I don't know how far of a distance you go, but they want you to get outside of it so that you can meet new people. I'm going to leave that with you, Maureen. Woo! Okay. All right. All right. Let's scroll back here. And I said, Richard, Richard, I didn't do yours yet. See, this is why it helps I write your names down so I don't forget. Whoo, because if not, my brain forgets a lot of stuff. All right, Richard. Richard. Automatic writing is very important to you, or journaling. They want you to document some things, and you have to do that through your own writing. And it can be through voice text if you want to leave it on notes on your phone or whatever. But I'm getting that you need to start documenting some information for yourself. And they want you to do it through the form of writing or notes in your phone. So I'm going to leave that with you, Richard. Woo! Start documenting that. All right, let's make sure I'm not missing anybody here. All right, I just did Richard. And then we have Joyce. Joyce. All right, Joyce, let's see what's shaking in your world. What's the events with me and the past few weeks telling me? Ooh, that's a fun one, Joyce. Let's see. I'm getting that change is here for you. So whatever has been transpiring in the last few weeks is kind of like a purge. And I feel like it's like a tug of war too. Like there's like things that you want to hold on to, but you're willing to let go of at the same time. And these can be people, places, and things. I'm not going to call them out. But I feel like you're going through that right now a little bit. You know what I mean? So don't worry about it. It's all going to show yourself. It's going to show you as we change up the energy again. It's going to show you exactly what it is that you desire in this lifetime. So be open to the most positive outcome for all that is involved, Joyce. That's what I'm getting for you. Quantum says, thank you, Melissa, for the message. Makes plenty of sense to me. Bingo. Yay. I'm glad. All right. Cheyenne would love a message. Sure, darling. Sure. All right, let's see what I get for you, dear. Well, alrighty then. You have lots. Okay. I hope you're sitting down because the more that you are becoming in tune right now. Oh, thank you. I'll do you and your husband. Thank you, Cheyenne, for the Venmo. There is so much information that's coming to you right now. You have to, it's almost like you're a walking filter. Okay. It's like you take the garbage and you just throw it out and you keep what is good. Okay. So you're keeping all the good information, you're gathering it. It doesn't all make sense, and that's fine. It doesn't have to make sense right now. Just trust it. Go, all right, it's showing me this for a reason. I'm going down the right path. There's things that they're repeating for you to show you that you're going in the right direction. Okay. It's showing you that you're going in the right direction. So the dreams that you're having, the visions that you're having, the conversations that you have with yourself, even when you're driving, right? Or when you're out walking a dog or whatever you're doing, I feel like there's all these conversations that are going on inside your head. Okay. And you've learned to master them, right? Because before they were like, I'm going to say they were more like, we're going to use the word traumatic, but it wasn't, that's not the word that I really want to use, but it always had like a negative spin on it. It's like we've spun out of that now and we're all in the positive now. So I see you moving forward like wicked fast, right? And I can't believe they're making me say that, but wicked fast, like you're moving through this wicked fast. So just know that you need to trust yourself as you move forward through all of this. So I'm going to leave that with you, my friend. And you know I'm here for love and support. All right, now I need to flip the page so I can get to your husband. All right, Cullen. All right, Cullen, you are working hard, my friend, but you are loving everything that you are doing. Okay, you are loving everything that you're doing. I am also getting that you are getting to the point where you can start delegating some of this work. You need to delegate some of the things that you don't find complete joy in, but I feel like you are going to be sharing or giving out some of this. You're going to delegate some of this work out to other people, right? Because I feel like you're in this expansion mode. You're finding the right people that can do all this. And I always come up with new ideas for you. It's so funny. I come up with an idea for you and in my brain, and it's like you create it without me even like having to tell you. Or you've been doing it, or I'm just connecting in and I'm like, yay, he's already doing it. So you are doing a lot and you are helping a lot of your community. You are doing much more. It's more of the ripple effect of what you're doing, but you are going to be, and you are going to be, you are working your ways towards being a very humbled, right? Because that's the word they wanted me to use tonight, humbled. How do they want to word this? A humbled All right. So I'm not even sure what position you're going to be in, but you are going to be looked at as high in something to do with Sarasota County. Okay. So there is something that you are planning. Either you're joining a committee or on a committee or something. I don't know, but you're bringing great awareness that people were not looking at before. So you're bringing fresh eyes. You're bringing your youth to it, right? Because we already know we have too many old fogies in town that enough, no offense, because I'm old too, but they're all stuck in their ways and they need to get out of it. But anyways, I see many good things coming for you, and just keep going. Just keep going. But don't be afraid to delegate some of this work out to others. Okay. I know you like to be in control. That's part of your MO. I can feel that for you. But sometimes you have to delegate. That's the word you're getting today. So I'm going to leave that with you, Colin, and I can't wait to see the magic that you create moving forward. Woo! You guys are awesome. Little power couple we got right there, just so everyone knows. All right, let's see. Maureen says, I already. Ruth says, thanks, Melissa. I love that. My mom's mom was from Kentucky. I know tons of people with that accent. Well, there you go, because they were all going to talk all Southern for you. All right. Oh, Feng Shui My Space made it back. Thank you, darling. Joy says, thank you. Totally relates. Good. Robin says, I feel like my life is a game of chutes and ladders right now. What do you think is going on? Please and thank you. Well, I say take the ladders and climb out from where the chutes are, okay? Because the further that you go up, the better, okay? And I'm also getting like, okay, so here's the thing. You still have a tad bit of fear attached to things, okay? So I see them as little tethers. So we'll use my little thing here. So it's like you're tethered to whatever that is, okay? And I don't know why I'm getting all like choked up over that, but there's someone that you need to speak your truth to, dear. So if it's not yourself, it's somebody else. Okay. So I need you to like get that off your chest, but it's like you have these little tethers that you need to release from them so that you can be fully free, so that you can fly like that eagle we were talking about earlier. Okay. So it's like, whoop, woo, you know what I mean? So release it all. Just release it all. And just know that if it's a game, you are in control of the game. So don't give others the levers. Okay. Only you are in control, my friend. Only you are in control. So remember that. So I'm going to leave that with you. Devin says, will I find another crop circle this year in the field, please? And thank you, Melissa. Now that would be awesome. I say yes. It's so funny. Do you find it all patted down? Did you share a picture of that last year? I can't recall. I need a picture of that, Devin, if you did. Because I feel like, let me write your name, Devin. I got to write your name now. This way I know who I'm talking to. That helps too. So I'm getting yes. You are calling them in. So you guys are like, you're like, it's kind of like, it's so funny, like a brand. You know, if you were branding your cattle or whatever, that's what I feel like it was. I feel like I was just branding the field or whatever. So just be open to that as you move forward, because yes. And also the animals help with that as well. So just be aware that there's going to be other animals on your property besides the cattle and stuff that you're raising. But I feel like there's like, you know, some of the wild animals that are coming onto the property. And I don't know why I'm seeing like deer or something of that. So I'm not sure what you got out that way, but I feel like, you know, something with antlers and stuff like that. So just be open to all the animals that are showing up for you, Devin. I'm going to leave that with you. Robert says, thanks, Melissa. I was driving to work. Questions. Do I have any links with the Anunnaki and the Octorians? Well, Robert. Yes, look up the spirit meaning of horse for sure. You guys are awesome. I already answered your question, so we'll save that one for next week, my friend. All right, let's see. Cheyenne says, thank you, Melissa. Cullen, you're very welcome. Thank you. Love you too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And Kelly says, can you feel anything health wise with me? First, I would like to say I'm not a medical intuitive, but I will tap in and see where I can feel uncomfortableness in your life. Okay. Um, Kelly, let's tap in and feel what you got going on. Kelly Perry. I feel like your whole name is significant. All right, let's scan. Okay, so I feel okay. So the first thing that comes up for me, Kelly, is I'm getting something in the throat section. So either you need to start speaking your truth or speak your truth, or to yourself or to the others. I also feel something in my heart chakra area. So my lung area, my heart area. I feel like that. I feel like I kind of have a heavy weight on me a little bit. It's time for you to release whatever heavy weights you might be holding on to yourself. Think positive. You know what I mean? It's like, don't say yes to whatever it is. You have to learn to say no sometimes. But I feel like there's like someone almost like pushing up against you. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure what that means for you in this time, in this space, Kelly. But they're saying to clear all negative energy from your life. They're wanting you to drink water. And there's also telling me that you need to get more sleep, because I got lots of Z's when I just wrote your name. So I'm seeing that you need to get some rest. Okay. You just need to allow yourself to rest, listen into your body, blah, blah, and stuff like that. Okay. So I'm going to leave that with you, Kelly. Thank you. Lenka says, why is life so extra now positive and also negative? Why is life so extra now, positive and negative? So we have both positive and negative being at their highest. So we have so much negativity, right? Which weighs us down. It's like, wow. And then we have all this other stuff right here. So now for you, Lanka, even though it's going on like that, they're wanting you to find your balance. Like, where is your balance? So it's like you step back and you can kind of recognize it rather than be in it, if that makes sense. But I feel like, extra positive, we need that. You know what I mean? The negative had to come out so that it could be shown to everybody, because not everyone was willing to look at it. So most of us that are awake, you know what I mean? We'll see what happens. But like things are going to start picking up for you in a good way. Just so you know, March is going to be very good for you. Just get through February. March, things are going to pick up for you and be like super duper fun as we move into the spring. All right, Dia would love a message. Absolutely. Devin says no. It was a small one by the shed. All right. Well, Devin, if you see one again this year, definitely take a picture of it. Take a picture. I don't care how big it is. Take a picture and you post it on your Facebook and you share it with us. You hear that, Dia? Your brother had a crop circle at his house. All right. Complicated by design. Dia, let's see what's shaking in your world today. So I'm getting the number 7 for you, which is funny since this is my 117th show on the 17th. Isn't that funny? But I'm getting 7 sevens for you. So 7 sevens. So I think this goes along with what you've been dreaming about and stuff like that. I think it's just like validation that you're on the right track. And there's like, and it's so funny because some of these sevens turned into Z's. So we're almost at the end, like, we're ready to go to sleep and wake up again. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that are going to shift and change for you as we move forward. March is going to be super hot for you. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you're going to be getting outside more. You're going to be getting out and you're going to be talking to people. I feel like there's like groups of people that you're going to be meeting with in March. So just be open to that. The 7 sevens. 7 sevens. Haha, and that just reminds me of 7 and 7. My dad used to drink that. Anyways, that's what I got for you, Dia. I'm going to leave that with you today. And they just wrote 7 and 7. That's so funny. All right. Robin says, thank you. So true. Yes, I have a lot and say and holding back. I do have fear. Well, it's time to let that go, dear. Robert says, have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and good health. Have fun at work, Robert. Have fun at work, my friend. Kelly says, thank you. Makes a lot of sense. Yay. I'm glad it makes sense for you. And Kelly says, she already said that. Lenka says, thank you, Lovey, and hello to everybody. Have been silent watcher today. Well, you've been a very pleasant silent watcher today. Thank you for sneaking in there and getting your question in there. It's super duper important that we don't hold anything inside anymore. Like if we have questions about things that are going on in our lives and we don't understand, then it's time for us to kind of like ask. Don't be afraid to ask for assistance right now, right? Because we're here to help each other. And some of us might have another perspective. You know what I mean? And I'm going to use Dia as an example because she was the one that told me I would originally have a show like 7, I don't know how many years ago, 5, 8, 7, 5. I don't even know how many years ago. But anyway, she was the one that told me that I would have my show. But we started having conversations and then we started going off on this and that and this and that. And then it helps us connect all these different dots together, you guys. So it's super important to have conversations with people that you trust and that you love. Okay. And that have no judgment because sometimes I'm thankful for Dia because sometimes I talk about stuff that I don't even understand. And I'm like, thank you for not thinking I'm crazy. No, we get it. It makes sense when we say it to each other. So find your friends out there that you can talk to about these things, that you can have these open conversations with about things that you might have saw or experienced or repeating patterns that are showing up in your life, because we're here to assist each other. We're not here to do this alone. I mean, that was something we were taught, but that's not the truth. We're not here to do this alone. We're here to work with each other, to assist each other. We each have a little bit of the puzzle, right? Because we couldn't have the whole puzzle without each one of us because the puzzle would not be complete. It takes every one of us. It takes each and every one of us to do what we need to do to make this a better planet, to be better human beings, to have better understandings of ourselves. Okay, so I'm just super excited about this. I'm super excited about this. Robin says, thank you for all the messages. Great show. You're welcome. And Lenka says 7 with a laugh out loud. Yes, Lenka. Beep, beep. 7s are the lucky number of the day, being it's February 17th. Beep, beep, beep. And my 177th show. Can you believe it? April is coming, and April will be my 4-year anniversary, you guys. Can you believe it? I've been chatting with you guys for 4 years now, almost 4 years, and it's been a lot of fun. I have grown through the experience from going just from like Blog Talk Radio, where I was just sitting there just talking and not seeing anything, to talking to you guys, and then to doing video, to going out and stepping out of my fear factor. In 2020, when Tiffany says, all right, are you ready to do video? And I'm like, I guess so. But really, I was always meant to do this. I feel that in my heart that I was meant to stand and talk in front of people. And I would like to find a place where I can actually do my stand-up thing and walk around a crowded room again. That would be kind of fun. I feel like that'll be coming this year. I feel like there's a lot of new opportunities that are going to be coming for each and every one of us. You just have to be open to them. Do not say no unless it's an absolute no from the inside of your soul. I want you guys to tap into what your truth is telling you, okay? Because it's not out here. I mean, some of it is, but what you're going to truly resonate with your truth is going to resonate right here. Okay. I want you guys to know that it resonates with you here. Okay. So this month is moving by at lightning speed, right? Lightning speed. It'll be like Friday again before we know it. And we'll be right back here again, having these beautiful conversations with each other. And you guys, again, like I said at the beginning of the show, you guys are amazing beings. Thank you for being a part of this show, being a part of this time and this place on this earth. God has sent you here to do much more than you ever thought you would. Just like I am doing things I never thought I would do, but here I am. And everybody is just moving in such a beautiful way that you are expanding Earth's consciousness as each other, right? We're lifting it up with each other. So you guys keep being your amazing, amazing beings and have a great week. Love you guys. See you next week.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.